morning, guys. It's showtime. It's Friday, first day of the comp. Let's just have a look at this freaking beautiful sunrise that's about to happen. Look at those colors. Yo. There's small swell, a little bit of north, always in the mornings here, always, as I say, until 9:30. So I'm sure they're going to hold back on the comp. The swell hasn't really kicked in. The buoy at Mossel Bay has already shown the rise, and it normally takes, look at that, you won't see it in the GoPro, but look at this full moon. Yo, beautiful full moon. J-Bay's smiling. Yeah, the buoy at Mossel Bay is already on its way up. It takes like 6 hours, 6 to 8 hours for that swell to show here. So I'm pretty sure they're going to hang back until at least midday before this starts. So yeah, I'm going to go down, hopefully take a bit of the sunrise, and then yeah, I don't know if I'll post all this stuff because I'm not going to cover the comp because it's so freaking well covered. I'll cover some of the other aspects of the comp, a bit more personal and sort of from the locals' point of view. Yeah, there's not a lot showing at the moment. It's probably 3 foot. Looks like a slightly shorter period, sort of slightly wonky, not sort of back end swell, or the messy beginnings of the next swell. That's normally what happens. It's not as clean, and then it cleans up as as the swell falls in. So yeah, let's go and have a look. See, there's people walking down here. Cars backed here already. People are already pulling in for the comp. I think everybody's so excited. Cars everywhere. At this time of the morning, normally there's nothing happening. Look at this. Shoo. Traffic. People have parked all over the place. It's happening, bro. It's happening. I wonder if I should get a parking here. I doubt it. Try and sneak. They filled. All these places have been filled up. That's for sure. I wonder if I can park here. Sure. Town's buzzing, man. Things are happening. Really up early, crazy. Places out for display. Beautiful morning. Cars everywhere. We haven't even got going yet, guys. Absolute buzz around the town. Been showing you the park. Place was insane yesterday. The dolphins, the color of the water, it was absolutely unbelievable. J-Bay, I haven't seen water like that at J-Bay, I think probably ever, and it was just from another world. So the 10th, Thursday the 10th, J-Bay absolutely putting on a show. Absolutely magnificent conditions. Swells picking up. Just had a lekker surf. Just spray flying everywhere. Yeah, Jordy's also on his way out. Been such a lekker surf. Free ride session. Such a mellow freaking vibe in the water. Absolutely amazing. spa, cooking. Unbelievable. Let the show begin. So yeah, it's looking freaking amazing, man. Early morning at the home of the world's best wave. Looking so cool. Opening round of the ladies. Probably going to surf that first today. And then obviously the men's. We've got Matt in heat 3, Geordie heat 4. That's what all the locals are worried about for sure. Sure. About to get started, guys. Morning, Gumboot. How's it going, bud? You tired?
Beautiful there.
Hey? Yeah. Come on, organizer. When are we running? Midday.
Next week.
Next week. Yeah, that's looking good. There's a couple little waves coming through. A whole bunch of oaks out there. Beach looking splendid. Check out all the umbrellas and stuff. Yesterday afternoon, it was like a most beautiful afternoon, and sitting in the water looking back, it looked like the French Riviera. Had some such fun waves with the guys yesterday, like incredible, like mellow vibe in the water. The pros were amazing. It was just such fun to be out there. Everybody waiting their turn, no hustling. It was seriously cool and fitting of J-Bay. Live from J-Bay, sun's about to come up. Look at that. J-Bay turning it on. Yesterday was an insane day. The water, the dolphins, it was just amazing. Absolutely magical. The swell's still picking up. It's not there yet, but there's some fun little waves coming down the point. The guys all having a warm-up. And yeah, scheduled to go pretty soon. The offshore will be coming up by midday. Swell will be rising and the game will be on. Here she comes.
Well, a very good morning, surf fans. It is setting up to be a spectacular sunrise. Feel like the day is already smiling down on us. So awesome to see so many familiar faces down here. It's also great to see some new faces. It is day one of the waiting period. The Corona Zero Open J-Bay. Our first call for the morning will be at 7:45. So our first call will be in about 15 minutes from now. In the meantime, enjoy the sunrise, take a couple of photos. Beautiful morning down here. Head down to the food court, get yourself some breakfast. Alternatively, go down below the tower to In Food. Head to the coffee bar, get your coffee of choice. A couple of beautiful treats down there as well. And test out the chocolate brownie. How about the cinnamon Danish, the peanut butter bomb, the seed bar, but my favorite, the carrot cake. Enjoy the sunrise, enjoy the free surfing. We'll check back in about 10 or 15 minutes with the first call.
Sure, that northwesterly just died down and the southwest came up and the temperature has plummeted. It is freezing. Everybody's running home to go and get a jacket. On hold until midday, I reckon. They're looking at another call in an hour, but I think they're going to only start at midday, as I said in the forecast. Should only get going then. The tide is low at 10, and so pushing tide around about 11, and that swell coming from Mussel size takes about 6 hours. I reckon that's the time to get the show going. Pristine conditions, beautiful blue water. Bit slow. I said it would get going at 12. It's 12 now, but yeah, it still hasn't filled in yet, but I'm sure by this evening it'll get a bit better. The buoy is not showing like it was originally, so it's actually taken a bit of a dip, which is a bit of a worry. But yeah, hopefully she fires up anyway. Is this the first wave in competition? What's happening here? Nope. Nothing wrong with it. Just not big enough. J-Bay packed on the first day. It's the ladies' heats. First off. Looks like a French Riviera.
So 5 minutes have gone. Be patient. Ladies selection really important here on the Super Shoes racetrack.
Rockin'.
Students can ride as many ways as they like, but the top 2 rides will count. Alright, a little bit of interest showing here in the lineup. And that is Ripple Phil's captain.
First wave.
Driving off the top of that first turn. Nice snap up into the pocket. This way, bowling up into the car park section. Very cool up into that snap. Comes around. This is the opening wave of the J-Bay. 25 fronts. Speed up through the car park section. Driving off the top. Sets up vertical up into the free ball. Stuart Johnson must have ball in. Sets up a couple of nice steps off the top. Start building that line speed through into the car park. Nice snaps off the top. The water is forward, heavy look behind. Basically moving into the finish. Freeze up the rails. It's a nice snap. Big wall now through the inside section. Catching speed up. Right into the big finish.
So we didn't get it 100% right. The buoy only lifted very late in the afternoon, and that's why we missed that swell. But it came through in the evening. The forecast for Saturday's looking amazing. There's going to be good waves, and yeah, it's looking very positive.
Yo, there she blows. Look at those lines, guys. Heading down. Been editing the whole freaking morning again. Look at that. Yo, it's gonna be firing. That's 6 to 8 foot. That looks amazing. Look our ass into gear. Chilly morning. Parking in another freaking county halfway down the freaking road. Place is packed. And yeah, the show's already started. A bit late to get here. Missed the sunrise. But yeah, it's firing. It's absolutely firing. Got a little bit of northwest, which is always like that. I've told it to that 100 times in the videos. And the guys who surf between 8 and 9 are going to have it the toughest, because that's when it's the bumpiest. Normally between 8 and 9 the northwest picks up at its strongest, and then at 9 it starts to back off. 9:30 it goes around, and then it gets better. So I'd imagine they're doing 30-minute heats at least, or 35. So Matt's in at just before 9, so they'll be on that period where it's at its strongest. It's not strong at all at the moment, so hopefully it stays like that. And then the forecast is for it to go onshore later, but normally when it's cold it holds off, so hopefully it doesn't go onshore too hard, and we get to see some insane surfing. And the forecast to the end of the period is looking better. So there's not going to be a shortage of waves. It's just about the funky northwest winds and picking the right windows. Let's go and check it out. Coming in the back door. Yo, the northwest is pretty strong. Place is fired up. Guys are slower on the uptake this morning than they were yesterday. Less people here than this morning, and it's on. Hey, babe.
All right, so 14 and a half minutes to go. Situation, we have blue in first on one wave. So Jake Marshall, you are first with a 7.8. So of course, as I give scores and time, our competitors actually have the Apple Watches on. They get fed their scores, their situation. Up and riding. Utilizing his priority, Alejo Munez snaps it up off the top. The Dolphins are getting greedy out here. They're on the back wave. Alejo coming through. Wraps up off the top. Vaughan behind. Big turn for Alejo. Doesn't hold on. Joel Vaughan with a big float. Just under 18 minutes to go. Scores to come for last of blue, last of white.
And up in the next heat in white was Matt McGill, and the strongest of the northwest period, and there was a windsock to show it.
Coming up next, we'll see Iago Dora in red, Connor O'Leary in blue, and South African J-Bay local. As we keep an eye on the big screen of that replay of last of red.
Yeah, the guys were looking up to the heavens, so we knew there was some tomfoolery underway.
Alright, so Matt McGill is going to be flying in for his heat, folks. Let's keep an eye on the air. First priority blue, second priority red. 9 minutes to go.
J-Bay putting on a show.
This wave stands up in front of him. Holds that rail, beautiful turn off the top. Slices again, lots of spray on that maneuver. Comes through to the inside. Getting a high line speed going. Sets up in the barrel. He just gets clipped on that one. Here he comes, folks. Here comes Mr. Matt McGillivray up the skies. Wow. Hello, Maddie. Thanks for joining us. Good luck out there. Perfect landing.
Got his vest on and everything.
We will see Maddie up in 7 minutes time. He'll grab his surfboard, run up to the keyhole into the water and go and put on another display of surfing for us.
Are you sure?
J-Bay putting on a show. Freaking numbnut.
Yeah, it was freezing at ground level. No idea how his feet felt because he jumped barefooted.
You got a first, and in third, Lou Jalborn, your two scores, a 4.4 and a 3.6. You're looking for a 7.93. Time call surfers, 5 minutes. 5 minutes remaining.
It's cutting it fun.
All right. Good luck, Matt McGill. Thanks for the show. Let's give him a round of applause as he heads out to the channel.
Bit of a smoke screen from the
Having
smoke
a paddle,
bomb.
solid looking set wave. Kanoa Igarashi, deep off the bottom, climbs up into the face of that wave. A lovely carve off the top. Vertical climb, lots of spray. This wave's got a great pace to it. Sets up over the lip, drives off the bottom, solid hits again for him. Hits the big layback, comes through into the tube. He's weaving through that, comes out. There's more. Whacks a huge finish. And big slice, drifts the tail. Talk about variety. Climbs up over that setup turn. Another float up over the section, then the big layback. This one hollows out, threads through the tube, comes out, and slices a nice strong finish.
Here comes the set of the day, guys.
Running all the way from Boneyards all the way through Impossibles. So we're in for a great morning here. You guys are going to be enjoying the action with us. We are going to see a paddle out the back. Who's that? Up and riding, that looks like Iago Dora. Here he goes. It's the Brazilian. Deep bottom turn. He finds the carve. He's just going to wait patiently for this one to stand up. And there it does. Meanwhile, out the back. Ooh, that looked like blue. But Iago Dora looking for something big, beautiful off the top. Gonna try and get around this section. Surf in the red. Big floats. Iago Dora up and riding. Let's make some noise. This is Matthew McGill. Beautiful opening carve.
Barrel.
Massive backside air reverse. But here we go. McGill. He's in the barrel. He comes out. Matt McGill back in the barrel. He's out. He's back in the barrel. Matt McGill. Oh, wow. The barreling section on the big screen. So a rather frothy section there for McGill. He found the exit. And then he tucked into another one on the inside section.
So Zoopers was giving us a glimpse of what we'd all been hoping to see on the morning of the first day. Unfortunately, the power surfing that would subside into an aerial show with onshore winds and not exactly the results that we were looking for. Yeah, I was a bit bemused to see that they ran those elimination rounds in that onshore wind. There's plenty of surf down the line, and I wasn't quite sure why they had done that. I will say that most of the form players got through their heats except for Geordie. So yeah, it kind of sort of worked out. Unfortunately for the South African contingent, it was a bit of a damn squib. Yeah, Iago put up the best performance of the day and had a massive aerial. Not what we wanted to see at J-Bay, but yeah, what a wave. Yeah, at the same time that all this was going on, the spotter planes got to see something else which we weren't too keen to see either.
This is when we actually get to see them, and yeah, with everybody up here and everybody looking, you know, a lot of spectators. This is when we see them this time of the year. So let's just hope that this doesn't come into play. We don't want any of that nonsense.
So looking into the future, we've got a new long period swell arriving on the 16th, which should produce some swell, some slightly funky winds, but still very surfable. And then through the 17th and then especially the 18th, we've got another new swell arriving, also good direction, really good size swell, 5 meters. And then even the 19th still has some swell, also slightly funky, light winds though, but perfectly good to run the contest on. So this is the Storm Surf synoptic version. You can see the swell of the 16th hitting, and then behind it the swell of the 18th, 19th. Both of them looking pretty good on the synoptics, so we'll have to wait and see. So that's all for this one, guys. Hopefully we'll see you in J-Bay. Hopefully J-Bay is going to turn it on. Come and join us in the bar for a Corona. Make sure you subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Thanks a ton for watching as always. Ciao for now.